Adrian Morrison, the author of 1.3 Family. Today I just want to talk to you a little bit about the curriculum that I'm using with my children this year. In between reading the Bible and also reading this book, The Heart of Wisdom by Robin Sampson, I also use a variety of different tools to help my children with their education. This year for our science curriculum, we are using exploring astronomy with creation. This book over here. So this book, basically, we read units together, we discuss the solar system, we discuss the world around us. It has lots of different topics in here to explore. The first unit that we are working on is What is Astronomy? That's lesson 1. And what we do, we just read through each topic in the book. We discuss it. We might go outside and investigate. At night time, we might look up at the night sky and see what we can see in the sky. See if we can work out which ones are planets, which ones are stars. The children have learned a lot about the brightest star in the sky, and we learned to name the different planets based on mnemonics. When we have finished like discussing the science topics, we might go online and watch a video about a creation video about the solar system, and then the children all have they have their notebook and journals like this. This one belongs to one of these is for Govita and one is for Gohan, and I also have another one. It's a slightly bit easier for my daughter Tiny Butterfly, which is the junior version. And what they do in their books, they basically after reading a topic, they will then come and jot down notes about the things that they have learned about that topic. There's another one over here. Yeah, that's really good. They actually are really enjoying this topic about getting involved in science and really diving straight into that unit. We have a lot more time to really work on the conversational skills like debating. We have debates about evolution and the Big Bang Theory, as well as the creation as in the Bible. And it's really good having those discussions with the children and looking at some of the secular books and some of the Christian books that we use at home. I also get books from the library for them to look at. So these are some of the other books that we've got just from the library. And they get to read it from a different point of view, and then we discuss it from the Bible about what we believe as Christians, young earth Christians that believe in a literal 6,000-year-old earth. Because it's a unit study based on science, we also do our history based on people like great scientists. At the moment, my children are reading about, one of my children are reading about Galileo, one of them are reading about Thomas Edison. So you've got Galileo there. You've also got Thomas Edison here, and one of my other children have just, they're also learning about great science inventors basically. And then what we do for our history curriculum, the children will read. A lot of our curriculum is based on reading anyway, but the children will read their curriculum and then they just jot down notes about what has struck them, what they found out. We record dates, when was that person born, when did that person die, what are they famous for. And that's really where we're going at the moment with our history topic. We haven't done so much recording based on history, but I will be doing a bit more work with recording, as a notebook in about the different things that they've learned from those people. But that's really our science and our history curriculum. As well as science and history, for language arts, as they call it in America, and for English over here, the children are following this book at the moment. Well, it's very bright today. Can you see that? Preparing to Build. This is grade 2 in America, which is like a year 3, I think, in England. I might be wrong. But basically, the children have to just read the text and then they have to answer questions in thereafter. The children are doing really well with this. I would recommend this book and the Rod and Staff series, but I do find that it can be a little bit bland and the children can get quite bored if they do more than one lesson a day with this. So I've kind of reverted back to the way some of the books that we use in the UK with the children. My oldest boy is currently working through the Rising Star series, Skill Builders Writings, level 3 to 5, and Reading Comprehension level 3 to 5. He's very eager at the moment to get onto the higher levels, at the level 5 to 7, but I know he's not ready for that yet. We also do quite a bit of work on spelling and vocabulary. There's another book that I would recommend, which is the AE tuition books. He does quite a bit of bonds as well, like verbal reasoning, problem solving books as well. My younger two, they also do a lot of workbooks as well. You've got the comprehension series here, you've got the handwriting practice that they do. actually really like this one as well. I got this from, I think, a Morrison's, Mega English. I would recommend these. They're not very expensive at all. This one was a buy one get one free for £4.99, and the concepts are quite clear in here as well. This is another one that we really enjoy as part of our science, which is kitchen science, where we get to do lots of kitchen experiments based on a lot of equipment that you have already in the kitchen. For maths, the children they work on something called Conquer Maths. I don't know if I've mentioned that to you before, but Conquer Maths is an online program that children use. We get a discount because we're in a homeschool community, but they tend to do a lot of their maths work online, where they all have their individual logins and their individual passwords, and they just work on different topics. When they get stuck, I'll come over and help them. Sometimes we do a group study together where, like my middle son, he basically was learning his timetables for a little while, and now he's really good at, he's getting a lot more quicker in answering his timetables. I like to get books from the library, again, like lots of reading. This book is all about multiplying, and it will go through all, the different methods about why we need to multiply, how to multiply, and then going across every single multiplication question that you might come across in here. So for my younger two, we blend this book as well as the Cara Vorderman timetables book, where they've worked on different timetables per week. We'd work on a timetable a week, or maybe like over a few days. It covers all the timetables in there. And then this book also helps my oldest child, because it moves on to things like long multiplication tables, problem solving. You've got using brackets and multiplication. So we're still working through this book as well as doing the Conquer Maths, which we really are enjoying at the moment. Our Bible time happens in the morning when the children wake up. They all get to read a chapter of their Bible. My son Govita is really enjoying the Action Bible, which I recommend for boys that don't really necessarily like reading normal books. This book is like an Action Bible, but it's still got all the biblical truths in there. He is reading about Samson at the moment, which is one of his favourite Bible characters, and he loves this. But he's learning so much about the Bible stories. We learn about the Bible stories as historical facts, but they're really enjoying that. What else do I need to show you really? This is quite another good book as well that I use, Writing Strands, to help you really get those writing skills in with the children. It deals with many different topics, and I really enjoy this book as well. I guess as well as those books, they also do a lot of music lessons. Govita's doing drumming at the moment. It doesn't really use this book so much, but it does talk about the different parts of the equipment, and then there's a CD that comes with this book to help him learning his instrument. My daughter does the violin lessons, but I still need to tune her violin, oh dear. And my oldest boy Gohan, he does keyboard, like piano skills, but he does that online. I'll send a link below. It's called Hoffman Academy, where you get to have online lessons for free. And it goes through step by step, learning the keys, learning how to read music, and they really thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, there's so many books. I think as a homeschooler, you sometimes can feel as though you want to get different curriculums, and you tend to use that curriculum for a short time, and then you might think, oh no, it's not working, and then move on to another curriculum. And I think I've kind of fallen into that trap as well. But I know now that I've been doing homeschooling for a little while, maybe 5 months now, I know what things are working for us and what things are not working for us. So there you have it. That is a little bit about some of the things that we are using in our curriculum. I hope it's helped you a little bit. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to share and like and subscribe. And I'll just keep sending out videos with you and just letting you know a little bit more about what we do in our homeschool. Speak to you soon. God bless. Bye.